know how I feel about Raw so far tonight. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to WrestleScope Live. It's your boy, John. I know I'm a little late tonight, but it is what it is. I'm just not sure how I feel about Raw tonight. So we get Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel at Hell in a Cell. And I guess I didn't miss much with wow, I'm early. I was gonna say I'm late. Usually on Monday nights I'm here by 8 p.m. Central Time, but I got home late, and so I missed Ezekiel versus Chad, huh? How long did that last? About 30 seconds? I just continue to not understand hour number 3 or the beginning of hour number 3 of Raw every week. Yep, I left that one to be hit out of the park, didn't I? Michael, I'm doing good. Hello, Cade. So, is it just me, or every week, first hour of Raw is solid, second hour of Raw is good, going into the beginning of the third hour, and then we hit about the 9:10 Central Time point, and it just kind of falls off the rails then until the main event. We get like that half hour to 40 minutes of just, what the heck was that? Is it just me? Is it just me, or is that the way Raw has been recently? You know, we get a stupid finish to the Miz versus Cody match. And then we get Chad versus Ezekiel. What city are they in tonight? What city is Raw in tonight? I don't even know. I was going to say, you know, if they're in Memphis or Chattanooga or, you know, somewhere near Memphis, it makes sense for Lawler to be there. So yes, we get the annual Fall Saudi show, which means we're going to get a stupid return. We're going to get some really bad matches. I don't know. Yeah, that whole thing with Judgment Day and all that went on forever, including the match, did it? I mean, that just went on and on and on. That's the problem WWE is running into right now, and I think it's more Raw than anything else, is they feel like they have to fill so much time with certain things, like the whole opening thing with Riddle. I missed about 5 or 6 minutes in there, and I saw the beginning of Riddle's promo, and I don't know what happened after that, and then the match started. So I missed that part there, but it took them like 15, 16 minutes to actually get to the beginning of that opening match. And then obviously, the whole thing with Judgment Day, it drags on and on and on. Goldberg is no longer under contract with WWE, or he doesn't have any more contracted matches, I should say. It kind of goes with the character. His new haircut goes with the character. He doesn't need the longer hair. No, I think they're just giving Randy a little bit of time off. He may have wanted to just take a little bit of time off, because he's been going nonstop since Edge returned, hasn't he? And maybe he is a little bit banged up. Good to see MVP back in action again. Full recovery from the knee injury and the surgery. Good to see him back. Yeah, Eric, I kind of gotta agree with you. What exactly is her character right now? I mean, she came back out with the Lily doll again tonight, referenced the whole thing about therapy, and I really don't know what the focus for Alexa Bliss is right now. But I'll tell you, I'm happy she's back on TV. I'm happy she's wrestling. We get to see her back in the ring again, and I'm thrilled to death. But I really hope that they have some sort of plans for her. But what are they? I don't know. When will we have women's tag team champions? I don't know. I think they won't announce anything until after Hell in a Cell, possibly after Money in the Bank. They've got to hear, or they've got to figure out who they're going to bring in as tag teams. I saw one person on Twitter post, he's expecting 4 teams. And this is just his opinion. And hold on a second. Let me just, I'm trying to reiterate what he said. Okay. Okay, Louis Dangor from Give Me Sport. He said, Doudrop and Nikki ASH. Okay. Shayna Baszler and Natalya. Okay. Tamina and Dana Brooke. Possibly. And Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Yeah, they're probably going to get the call up. If that's the 4 teams they're going to go with, why even bother? Quite honestly, why even bother? Nobody, absolutely nobody will care about a women's tag team championship tournament if that is the 4 teams. I'd love to see Katana Chance and Kaden Carter get called up, and I'd love to see them get a run at it. That would be awesome. But Lucas, what I'd like to see actually would be maybe not the Usos. I wish there was one more person that they could bring in to team with Naomi to be part of the bloodline, and they win those tag team titles. And then you could say the bloodline has all the most of the top gold. But I think honestly, if they depending on this whole situation with Sasha and Naomi, if Naomi does come back and she joins the bloodline, they are going to position her eventually to be a challenger for Ronda Rousey and to get the women's championship in the bloodline, which would be incredible. Man, Zipco, you just don't like Dana Brooke, do you, man? Good grief. Let's see, Eric. So, okay, so Lashley lost by countout. What is the stipulation going to be? Is that going to be? Oh man, I hope that's not going to be the second Hell in a Cell match. I'm really afraid that Lashley versus Omos is going to be the other Hell in a Cell match. Because my initial thought was that it was going to be Orton and Riddle, RK Bro versus the Usos in a rematch in Hell in a Cell, but it sounds like Randy Orton's going to be out of action. And hold on a second. Who was that? No, he's not going to be out for 6 months. He is not going to be out for 6 months. I don't know if the back thing is legit. It may be just a reason to write him off of TV for a little while to give him a break. It's possible Carmella could end up having a tag team partner. Again, I don't know who, but she's in this kind of mini feud with Dana Brooke now. So I mean, they're gonna end up having to throw together teams. They're not gonna have a choice. They're gonna have to throw teams together. No. So this main event is going to be interesting. Are they going to make it a triple threat? No, I would change that to bring back James Ellsworth. It could be Carmella and James Ellsworth together. Because remember, James Ellsworth was the first ever women's Money in the Bank winner. So precedent has been set there for him to be involved that way. So I'm assuming we will have to wait until next week, Monday, to find out what the stipulation is. This is interesting. Pro Wrestling Tees just posted on Instagram that Candice LeRae is back. She's got shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees now. So my thinking would be she is not going to be returning to WWE. Who knows where she's going to end up going? Oh, Lucas, what'd you send me this time? Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one earlier today. That was a good one. I like that one. You'd cancel Peacock if Sasha doesn't come back. Wow. Shadow Wolf. Hey, Chicago was good. It was a long day on Friday. Um, it was a really long day. And no, I didn't elbow drop any kids out of line. Didn't throw anybody off of Navy Pier into Lake Michigan. Though I did a video. I did a TikTok trying to find CM Punk in Chicago with no success. Wasn't able to find CM Punk in Chicago. So I tried. I tried valiantly. I don't know if that was so much an awkward conversation for them. Um, I'm sure before she walked out, she called Jimmy or texted Jimmy or something like, hey, this is what's going down. Here's what I'm thinking of doing, just so you know. I don't think she would have walked out and then called him and said, hey, I just walked out. But then again, who knows? Who knows? Um, I honestly don't know what to believe in this whole story right now. It amazes me how many negative stories are coming out on both AEW and WWE right now. I mean, I was listening to the Wrestle Talk News today, and Luke Owen was talking about um, backstage heat for Becky Lynch, that she doesn't have any friends in the locker room. Like, okay, why is this important? And then that there potentially could be more to the Stephanie McMahon story than is being led on to. I'm going to still stick with the fact that Stephanie McMahon is a wife and a mother with, an 11, 13, and 15-year-old daughters, and she wants to spend the summer with her daughters. She wants to do some things with her daughters. And maybe when they go back to school in the fall, she'll come back full time. I don't think there's any underlying secrets, any other things going on. Obviously it seems like Hunter's health is okay because he's back full time at WWE corporate. I think she just wants to spend time with her daughters and be a mother. I honestly think that's all it is. And there are certain, wrestling news sources that they're grasping for straws right now. They're out there stretching and reaching to try finding something that isn't there. They're trying to find, the Bigfoot, the Loch Ness monster, the Bermuda Triangle of this story, and it's just not there. That is a possibility, but again, Lucas, like I said before, I think that would have went public. I really think that would have went public. But who knows? Yeah, Shadow Wolf, like I've been saying since last week Thursday, since this broke, you know, the Levesque family, Paul and Stephanie, they've been dealing with a lot since last fall, since his health scare, a major health issue, and then coming back from it, and trying to, get back into work and everything else, that, after that scare, they found just how important it is to spend time with family. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Before I even say anything here. Okay, so NoDQ.com posted a story. Hulk Hogan to be Ric Flair's opponent at Starrcast 5 in July? Question mark. And this comes from the story. As previously noted, Ric Flair officially confirmed that he will be coming out of retirement for a match on July 31st in Nashville, which is the day after SummerSlam in the same city. The match is going to be part of the Starrcast 5 event. In an interview with Wrestling Shoot Interviews, former WWE star B. Brian Blair, such a credible source, B. Brian Blair talked about Flair's match and brought up Hulk Hogan. I look forward to seeing Flair and Hogan, Blair says. Well, I think if Rick were going to die anywhere, he'd want to die in the ring. Terry, Hogan, has had his fair share of surgeries, way too many, and I'm getting ready to call Terry in a couple of minutes. I just wish them the very best. I know the fans are the ones that have really been egging it on and really want to see it. So it sparked them. All I can say would be interesting. I just pray that both of them come out in one piece. When directly asked if Hogan was Flair's opponent, Blair hesitated for a moment and then said it was a rumor he heard on the internet. Please, God, no. No, no, no. It's bad enough that Flair wants to wrestle again, but having Hogan as his opponent, another guy that has had health issues himself. And okay, yes, it will be a 6-man tag match, but still, I really hope that doesn't happen. That would just be awful. See, this is what happens when I scroll on Twitter when I'm live. It just, oh, man. And I'm sorry, anybody that pays good money to watch that match from Starrcast 5, they should not be allowed to be wrestling fans ever again. Yes, exactly. Please, God, no Hulk Hogan. Exactly, Lucas. There are certain things that should not happen, and that's one of them. We never ended up getting a good Hogan Flair match when they were in their primes. Yeah, Shadow Wolf, you're right. A disaster waiting to happen. I swear, and this is going to sound terrible, but I really think Ric Flair is doing this because he wants to die in the ring. He wants people to remember him for dying in the ring. And the sad thing is, I don't want it to happen to him. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody that is going to be in that match. And I'll tell you, the guys from FTR, man, they need to get away from this match as fast as they can. this has disaster written all over it, and they are not going to want to be a part of this mess. Absolutely not. I would agree with you on that. It seems like he has more health problems and not telling that one either. I agree with you. I agree with you. This, Conrad Thompson and everybody else that's playing this, they should be ashamed of themselves. Conrad Thompson is Ric Flair's son-in-law. How on earth can he be endorsing this and promoting this? This is crazy. How can Charlotte, his daughter, be on board with this? Now, obviously, Ric Flair is Ric Flair and he's going to do what he wants. But this, no. It is just exactly. Greed is the name of the game. Exactly. If you buy tickets for this, if you go to the show or you watch it and you pay for it, yeah, you should not be allowed to be a wrestling fan anymore. That is it. I respected Ric Flair back in the day. But, when he came back and started wrestling in TNA after his retirement match, no, that was bad. And then when he came back a few years ago and was having those awful promos and segments with Charlotte, and then that whole thing with Lacey Evans, and now this, no. Louis, I'm not even going to look for highlights on YouTube. I don't want to see any of it. Yeah, that's possible. He may need money for another divorce or a lawsuit against him. Is there a lawsuit against him somewhere? He's not going to stay retired. He needs to be in a spotlight. No, he doesn't even need to be a manager. There were rumors going around for a while that he was going to be the manager for Andrade, and I hated that idea. Jake the Snake Roberts' role with Lance Archer makes sense because he's been there to build up Lance Archer. It hasn't been about Jake Roberts. But anytime Ric Flair is on TV, it's all about him. Again, it's just these guys from the 80s and 90s that just can't let go. They have nothing else. I described it before. What is the age gap between Hogan and Flair? That's a good question. Flair is 75. Well, let's find out. No, Ric Flair is 73. And Hulk Hogan's got to be in his late 60s by now. Yep, 68. So there's a 5-year difference between the two. Yeah, exactly. His ego won't let him retire. And he's so unpopular that no, yeah, there's a 5-year age difference. Hogan is 68, Flair is 73. Now, and again, I'm going to say I am so thankful that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat said no to that match. I am so thankful for that. Now, yes, okay, Sting, but Sting has now proven at 61 that he is still in good enough shape to be able to wrestle. Now, a few things that he's doing out there are kind of stupid, Okay, but he's proven he can still go. I don't know if I approve of that either. He's another guy that just okay. Maybe in his case, it was that amazing comeback after he thought he'd never be able to wrestle again after he took that horrific buckle bomb from Seth Rollins a few years back. But he's another guy that, quite honestly, is one bad move away from not being able to walk ever again. Shadow Wolf, you could be right. He could be. Well, let us confirm. Wrong Sting. Let's see. 1959. So let's see. He is 60. Yeah, he just turned 63. He just turned 63. So, but he's another guy that honestly he just can't let go. Quite honestly. Yeah, that's why Devon officially retired from wrestling, because he can't walk. Wow, they did turn it into a triple threat. I'm In a way, I'm actually not surprised by that. That's actually going to help. I think that's going to help Bianca when she wins this match, by defeating the last two women, or two of the last three women that were the Raw Women's Champions. No, nobody walked out on Raw tonight. Did they reference Sasha and Naomi at all on the show tonight? I don't think they did. Which means the burial is probably. Was it really a botch end? Oh, they did. They did talk about it, Blake. Yeah, there were, like I said, there were bits and pieces of the show I missed. I may have to go back and watch the replay tomorrow. Oh, it was during the Nikki and Alexa match. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, me being the big Alexa Bliss fan that I am, and I actually missed the match. So I'll go. I don't have. Oh, good grief again. Sorry. I'm a big Little Miss Bliss fan, and I actually missed the match. So I'm going to end up watching the replay tomorrow. All right, so let's quickly take a look at Hell in a Cell here. So we've got a Raw Women's Championship triple threat: Becky Lynch, Asuka, Bianca Belair. We've got Lashley and Omos in some sort of a match. We've got Cody and Seth in Hell in a Cell. We have Kevin Owens and Ezekiel. Is that it? Is that all we have right now? Is those four matches with less than 2 weeks to go? Am I missing anything? Have I forgotten any matches there? No, Lucas, they did not. They're probably going to wait until next week to announce what the match is going to be. So, once again, the build for a pay-per-view for WWE is not good. It is not good at all. We are 13 days out and they have 4 announced matches. Shadow Wolf, that's a great question. Where's Rousey? Where's Rousey and who's her opponent? Don't know, because she wasn't on SmackDown last week. They have not referenced it at all. Let's see. Hold on a second. Before we get out of here, I'm curious. What? Well, I want to see if they have. Okay. We'll take a look at CBS Sports here and see what they. Okay, they're predicting Usos versus RK Bro. Nope, not happening. Finn Balor and AJ Styles versus Damian Priest and Edge, most likely. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, I doubt it. Are they going to go with a 6-match pay-per-view again? Yeah, no Roman Reigns at Hell in a Cell. And are the Usos going to be there? And if they are, yeah, the build for Double or Nothing is really picking up now. It really is. And it is a stacked card, which I will talk about. I'll talk about tomorrow night on the show. I still haven't decided yet if I am going to be doing a live prediction stream or if I'm just going to do a preview show. I may just do a preview show for Double or Nothing. I have not decided yet. Where's Bayley? I don't know. And I'm wondering if this whole situation with Sasha is going to affect Bayley and her coming back. I don't know. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I will be back on tomorrow night. Not exactly sure what it's probably going to be after 8 p.m. Central Time again tomorrow night. So we'll see. May do a watch along of the last hour of NXT tomorrow night. We shall see. No guarantees. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll be back for day number 84 tomorrow. 84. Woo, man. Boy, the numbers are out. I'm going to have to start making room on the board there. Yeah, no SmackDown matches announced yet for Hell in a Cell. Are you surprised? I'm not. All right, until tomorrow night, I will talk to you guys then. Have a good night, everybody.